Good morning from wherever you are watching this channel. My name is Kevin Odwar. There have been this story that has been trending for better part of the night, Saturday night, because William Ruto left Karen home and was supposed to attend two rallies in Makueni. The first rally was in AIC Church. Then the other rally was also in another church. So first, this was a Saturday. I just want to put this rally to perspective. This was a Saturday. When William Ruto walked to that church, he found the seats empty. Then the management of the church decided to go and take him to church office so that they could mobilize the crowds to come. Then William Ruto would hold the rally. So I have seen part of the reports that have been published by the media houses in this country, but it was a church service. So first I want to ask, if it was a Saturday, I think it is only SDA that normally have a service on Saturday. These other churches are for Sunday, and someone from AIC can correct me here whether AIC is they normally have their services on Saturday or on Sunday. So the first thing, it was that church was supposed, I think they were supposed to receive, a bus donation. There's a bus donation that was supposed to be done to them. That is one. Two, this was a rally that was organized in a church environment. Actually, it was not indoor, because if you look at the seats were, the setup was just outside. So what happened is that I want to debunk this notion that the Makueni church, it was a church service, so people skipped the church service because William Ruto was coming. That is not it. This was a political rally, but it was organized and it was mobilized just with the church members first, because this was a Saturday to bring the members there. Unfortunately, they did not turn up. So why? There are really theories. I want to advance 4 theories on really why these members of this church skipped the event, and also the community did not turn up. And I want you to ask yourself a question. If the members of the church skipped the event, William Ruto went to Makueni and flew with a chopper. Even the community, why didn't they go then? It was a Saturday, so why didn't the community turn up to attend that rally? Those are the questions I want you to joke your mind with. But before I advance my 4 theories on why the 2 Makueni events flopped, if you are listening to this video for the first time, take a second and subscribe. And also, more importantly, make sure that you give us your feedback on why do you think William Ruto was rejected in Makueni. That is the bigger question. Guys, remember also today is the earthquake day. So our eyes are also at Bomas of Kenya, so that we bring you live a critical analysis on the earthquake announcement from Musalia Mudavadi. Back to our topic. Why do you think that the church members skipped the service and the community also did not go? How did you get it? So my number 1 theory is this, that there was mobilization was not successful. There's a problem at mobilization, because let me even tell you, even if a leader was coming, like I was over the December, I was in Rusinga, And I was close to someone who was vying for, I think, an MP seat there, was trying to battle it out with Milio Diambo. So I attended some of these small, I want to call them peer campaigns, these campaigns that you go and hold to someone's homestead. So this guy used to get some people, when he's going to that area, for example, somewhere called Kolo, he will go and get one person to mobilize, the person gets funds, then the people meet in that home. So even for Ruto to fly to go there, there must be a focal person who is the organizer. Why didn't he mobilize the crowds? So this takes me to how crowds is mobilized. Crowds are mobilized through peer campaigns. Peer campaigns is you get someone, one person, maybe the church leader or an area MP or an area MCA, who now gets in contact with some few, the leaders of boda groups, the women, the chamas, the chamas, some youth groups, gets heads and tells them, if you give this person like maybe 1 million or 500,000, then this person coordinates and tells them, William Ruto is coming and we have this event, then they come. So the first point where the mobilization was not done, the weak link was the mobilizer. So my point at that point could be that the finances brought the trouble. Either the finances were not enough, and I've also seen there are two factions in the church, that it was organized from the church and two factions were battling for it. But this is what I think. It might have been organized from the church, but the church members, the people who are, the focal person who was maybe the church leader, did not involve the community. He just wanted to bring the church members. That is why the community did not even know that William Ruto was coming. Indeed, they knew very well that if William Ruto is there, the moment William Ruto lands there, the community will just know and pile up. So there was no need of mobilizing from the community perspective. So that is my theory number one. So what William Ruto should learn there is always trust only mobilizers to be fellow politicians. Don't trust these church leaders and youth group members. No, because politicians also have interest. If you have someone who is vying for MCA seat in that area, or someone who is vying for an MP seat in that area, that is the person who can easily mobilize because he also has interest. He also wants the crowd, but the church only wants that money. Secondly, is overdependence on money. William Ruto should also learn to do your politics devoid of the tokenism. Because if your point of interaction is the money, so when the money is not enough, then really you cannot even hold that rally. So that is my theory, number one. Secondly, I want to look at the community rejecting William Ruto. How? This could be an inner plan by the Makueni leadership to lock out William Ruto. William Ruto went to Makueni merely a day after Charity Ngilu said that William Ruto had really said some bad words against Kalonzo Musyoka. And so William Ruto, Charity Ngilu is determined to lock him out. And Kivutha Kibwana also shelved his presidential ambitions and joined Azimio la Umoja. So the perception that they wanted to create, I want to believe that there could be a coordinated effort by Charity Ngilu and Kivutha Kibwana in Makueni leadership to block William Ruto's rally, to make sure that rally is botched. And it is not a magical science. If they can just call the church leader and ask him, how much do you think William Ruto is supposed to give you? Say maybe 1 million. Then you say, okay, fine, we are giving you that 1 million. Make sure that rally doesn't happen. So I want to believe that also the second theory is that it was an inner plan by Charity Ngilu to make sure that he locks William Ruto from the Ukambani. Why Charity Ngilu? Charity Ngilu is a member of Raila Odinga's presidential team. Kivutha Kibwana, although it is Makueni, but I want to excuse Kivutha Kibwana because Kivutha Kibwana looks a bit independent and very sober, and is also coming from civil society. So he's someone who is very accommodative, but the influence can be done from Charity Ngilu's side so that they block William Ruto. That is another perspective. My other theory where this rally really failed is also interference from the State House. I know this is far from your way, but this is the thing. You understand something, that the chiefs, assistant chiefs, and the provincial administrations are directly answerable to President Uhuru Kenyatta. So it is very easy. If Ruto is going there, Uhuru Kenyatta can be determined to block him from the Ukambani. The State House can easily determine to just botch him, and not just to create a perception that, you know what, he's being rejected in some areas. And this is a highly coordinated strategy, because he also saw that in some parts there are some violence against him. Then now his rally is being botched because the provincial administration, if William Ruto is going there, they have an obligation to provide security. They have to be on notice to provide security, to coordinate, and they have to be very active. So I think that they were told to down their tools, not to mobilize, not even to take direction, not even to provide security. This could also be a Kalonzo Musyoka script. And William Ruto should dawn on him that if you want these regional votes, you at least need to work with the governors, more influential, but I don't support them fully, but go for the regional kingpins. He doesn't have any governor that supports him in Ukambani. He doesn't have even Kalonzo Musyoka. Then Kalonzo Musyoka might think that because William Ruto is going there, now he's using shortcuts to get maybe church leaders and maybe an area MP or MCA. But then the reality is he doesn't have any other person who supports him there. Not even an MP, not even an MCA. So that could be a Kalonzo Musyoka strategy to lock William Ruto out of the Ukambani vote. So that if William Ruto wants the Ukambani vote, he has to go directly to Kalonzo Musyoka, which I also think it's late, because Kalonzo Musyoka seems to be charting his own political path and can even join Azimio la Umoja. He is likely to join Azimio la Umoja because even the governors are in Azimio la Umoja. So that is my theory. First, that Kalonzo Musyoka might have also played a role to make sure that for William Ruto to get to Ukambani, he does not use the shortcuts, but goes directly to him or get opinion shapers. So guys, that's it. And so William Ruto should also be careful on who organizes these rallies, because first, that's a waste of time, that's a waste of resources. Even though we saw later on that he had now to opt for, I think, the market rallies. You know, I think he went to the market, the photos that are in Facebook page, he went to the market because they are already their crowd, and just sprout from the sunroof of the car, and yes, he addressed a rally. So, but again, the reality is he has to do a lot of homework, and there is a lot of work he has to do to even get a chunk from Ukambani. And it also shows him that Mudhama is not really dependable, because Ukambani is the home to the chairman of UDA party. That tells you that really, when it comes to Ukambani politics, there is a lot more that needs to be done.